Okay, I am in the middle of doing uh, a restoration on this 93 Geo, and I actually did this car, well, it seems like a couple of years ago it was. Um, it It's had a hard life. She was towing it behind her RV, and or I should say, let me take that back. She's bought an RV and she's going to travel the country, and she's decided not to tow it behind her RV. But the last year, the car got low on coolant. She said she just never even opened the hood or checked the oil or anything on the car. And she was coming back from the holidays to the airport at SeaTac here in Seattle, and it was the Christmas day after Christmas. Anyhow, she'd come back early, and the car overheated on her way driving home, and she just drove it till it wouldn't go any farther. But what I wanted to show here, if I can, I can't remember how a tripod here. I'm trying to use my iPhone. The bottom ring here. Okay, so you got the second ring and the top ring. The, so you got your compression. So what I'm going to show you here is overheating. It's stuck. Just one overheat. The motor was brand new. Probably had like, honestly, probably had like 9 or 10,000 miles on it. With no oil change, but it wasn't low on oil, she said. The but the ring is completely stuck. I've been playing with it for 20 minutes. Just starting to get it freed up. The oil consumption just went since it's so I could probably take and spin this ring around now and then hit it with carb cleaner and put the whole motor back together, and we go from she was like between 300 and 500 miles for a quart of oil, and it would probably come back to 800 or 900, but the cylinder walls are not perfect anymore. At any rate, I go through the car here and find a new owner for it, but this is just something, I've always said that it's so important not to overheat a Geo. Um, just one overheat and the oil consumption goes way up just because that ring sticks. There's just no cooling in here. The piston is just got a flame on one side of it and barely getting any oil splashed on the back side of it. If it was a turbocharged engine or a big truck or something, they'd actually mount a oil squirter in the block. Looks like a grease fitting. It actually continuously sprays oil up into the bottom of the piston to cool it. And without those, like if you had a Detroit motor or Cummins or Cat, one of those ever quit working or plugged up, the piston just shatters. So on this particular one, it just sticks the ring. But that's yeah, it's unfortunate. But at any rate, and it burned the valve up when she did that at the same time. So I took the head off of it for her, put some valves back in it. I knew it was going to have some kind of oil consumption, but she didn't drive much, so she didn't care that way. And now that she's bought one of those new Prevost motorhomes, she's decided to buy an electric bicycle to put on the back of it. So we'll see how long that lasts, because it's a lot more fun to have a towed vehicle behind. But at any rate, I'll collect my thoughts up here really quick. Just don't overheat your Geo. Change the thermostat every couple of years. Keep the coolant completely full and visually check it. Can't be said enough. I know it's tough to check fluids once a day, every day before you drive a car, just because it's just something people don't want to do. But if you can check the coolant once a week by popping the radiator cap off before you start it, and don't use the reservoir in the engine compartment to check and see if it's full or not, because if the radiator gets low, that bottle quits working. But yeah, so I'm just disassembling this core and then building a motor over here for it, and putting a brand new transmission back in it. Yeah, well, that's obviously the old one. The new wheel bearings, brakes, new tires, uh, and it's gonna get a trailer hitch put on it. I'm gonna tint the windows on it, and it's gonna be a great car for the next owner. But yeah, I just wanted to give an update, and then you can actually see this crankshaft is actually ruined. I have a glove on, so I can't catch my fingernail on the grooves, but you can feel them. But I think you can see them right there, those little stripes. That's all from the overheat too. And I knew that we were going to see this because that's enough scratch to drop out about half the oil pressure. That's the oil squeeze out both sides. And I could hear the lifters be a little noisy when it's just in an idle. And that's generally just an indication of just an overheat. Remember, the crankshaft and the pistons and rods are not cooled by water. They're cooled by oil. But when you take that water away, oh my gosh, that oil just quits working. If you keep it all full and stuff, any oil works amazingly good. I don't care what kind it is. But that's just one overheat. And then I want to say that's one overheat plus like 25,000 miles. You know, so obviously you get that good quality Suzuki. You know, they try to stay running forever, but they can only do so much when you just won't open the hood up and you refuse to change the oil. All right, I'm gonna end this video right here. Just to keep the coolant full. Keep the coolant full, everyone, and hope you're getting good gas mileage.